Bonjour YouTube, welcome back to our channel. Today we are taking you to Bibliothèque Nationale de France. So, on y va? In 2022, the historic site of Bibliothèque Nationale de France, or National Library of France, finally reopened its doors after 12 years of restoration works. And that's why we came here. A new museum, a renovated public reading room, and a unique collection made up of 900 works from antiquity to the present day have been prepared for the viewing pleasure of visitors. The new museum consists of 7 rooms, where works are exhibited temporarily as rotations are planned. There is the hall of columns devoted to objects from antiquity, or the precious cabinet, which houses the Bertheville treasure made up of goldsmith objects such as the emerald pendant of Catherine de' Medici.
Originally, the Richelieu was the palace of Cardinal Mazarin. Built in 1643 on order of the Cardinal, the Mazarin Gallery remains today one of the visible vestiges of the palace. Then it was the Compagnie des Indes, which settled there in 1719 before the King's Library, Royal Library, took over in 1721, welcoming with them the first prince. Since that year, the library housed 5 departments: manuscripts, prints, titles, medals, and printed matter.
From this date, the collections kept growing, forcing architectural changes to accommodate them. During the French Revolution, the Royal Library became the first library of the nation.
Under Napoleon III, the Royal Library needed even more space. It was therefore decided to enlarge the site of the Royal Library, and it was Henri Labrouste, the architect of the Sainte-Geneviève Library, who was chosen in 1854 to carry out the work. In 1860s, the architect built the Labrouste Hall, in which he played with metal, glass, and earthenware, and created a magnificent ceiling inspired by the Byzantine cupola. Unfortunately, we did not get to see that hall. We'll tell you more on that later.
Among the renovations, the majestic Oval Room by Jean-Louis Pascal, inspired by the British Museum, it stands out for its decor. This beautiful room in the shape of an amphitheater and of impressive dimensions is bathed in light coming from its glass roof. Now, open to all, free of charge and without reservations, it offers 160 reading places compared to 300 previously, and provides 20,000 volumes and a collection of 9,000 comic strips.
In 1912, Jean-Louis Pascal left the project and Alfred Recura, his assistant, took over. Recura was in charge of fitting out the Salle Ovale, or Oval Room, the Cabinet des Médailles, and the new Louis XV salon.
I am so disappointed in this visit. I'm so sorry to say this, guys, but this was one of the probably, and it has nothing to do with the guide herself, like she was giving the history, she was nice, but the fact that almost everything was closed, well, it felt like everything was closed. We were hoping to go to the Salle Labrouste, the main hall, the one that's the reading hall that is absolutely gorgeous. I'll include the photo for you here so you can see, because you're not gonna see it in the video, obviously. It was closed. Then there was the apartments were also closed. Then there was some archive. Basically, it felt like the visit was basically us going to closed doors and trying to look through. It's just, I'm so disappointed. I'm really disappointed. When you purchase the ticket, it doesn't really mention that so many things are closed. Because it was a surprise for us. Like when we came, the guide was saying, "Oh yeah, this main hall is closed on Sundays." I'm like, I wanted this hall. Like I came here for this hall, you know. Anyway,
And they make this visit every 3 months or something. It's very difficult to get in.
yeah, but there's no worth it. Like it's not
Yeah.
worth it. Like, the guide, she herself was nice. She was given good information and stuff.
It has nothing to do with her.
It's just the organization itself of the visit. You expect that if you go on a guided tour, you will get a little bit more information rather than just walk there, walk there.
And normally, if you have a tour, Normally you see more than the usual one, but instead we didn't see anything.
Yeah. So yeah. So now we are in the garden of Palais Royal, so the old royal palace in Paris. It's right next to the Louvre. And I just wanted to add about the Bibliothèque Nationale. As I mentioned, we highly recommend going and visiting the Salle, like the halls, by themselves. You can go in for free. If you really want to go and see the museum, you can. But the guided visit was, I don't know, I just feel like it's a little bit disappointing, to be honest. And it's nothing to do with the guide herself. She was nice. But it's just the organization itself just was really underwhelming. It's just, I don't know, and this is why we're always transparent with you guys. We always tell you how it is. And so, yeah, it's a beautiful place, beautiful bibliothèque. It was recently renovated, absolutely gorgeous, but we don't recommend the guided visit.
That's it for today. We hope you liked this episode. If you like this episode, I'm sure you will be liking this one as well. Until next week, au revoir.